I wanted to pull up some facts because in doing my research for it, where I was like going through and talking about all the different cool facts that are in the Channel Islands for the voiceovers, I always like really dive deep into research to try and figure out like what cool facts I could give depending on what the species is or the location. And in this case, I was really taken back by some of the information of the Channel Islands. So they've kind of rewrote history and how we perceive how people were traveling up and down the West Coast. So at the end of the last ice age, about 13,000 years ago, we did not believe that people were using boats at the time going up and down the West Coast. But now, well, I guess in 1959, they found remains of a guy who was actually dubbed the Arlington Springs Man, okay? And they found 2 femurs. And they used the carbon dating and, to go through the entire thing, and they figured out that these were from 13,000 years ago. So the end of the last ice age, which means if they were on those islands, and at that point the islands were still, a couple of them were still connected. So it was like one big mega island. Mm-hmm. But they didn't know that people were using boats then, but obviously if they were on the island, they used boats to get there. So that tells us that they were using boats up and down there. So it kind of rewrote history, and it really shook up things when they found it. And then, so in 1959, the guy decided that. Then people took over it. And in 1989, they did more research, and then they changed the theory that they were actually the femurs of women. One woman. It was that was like how they determined it. But then in like 2006, I want to say, they went back and redid it, and then they determined that it was actually a man. So it was the Arlington Springs Man, and then Arlington Springs Woman, and then back to man again. I mean, it was very 2022. You know what I mean? It was very
good for them.
Which bathroom? Which bathroom?
Good for them.
As cool as the information is, who cares whether it's a girl or guy? What's cool is that it was there.
Right.
Yeah.
And
what's weird is they also found encased in the rock, same carbon dating, a cell phone.
Wait, for real?
No, I'm for real.
He says I'm kidding.
They proved. Oh my God! Time travel.
The coolest part about the whole deal was the fact that those are actually the oldest human remains ever found in North America. Period. And that's where they were found.
Oh, okay.
So that's the oldest records we have of people in North America as far as fossils go.
If that's it was cool. The end with the way carbon dating works and it being the end of the ice age, I wonder what we had the Bering Sea Strait or what.
Yep.
We crossed over the land right there. I wonder if there was something like that going on around that area.
I don't know. It was colder than it is now, but that area is, very, very. What's the word that everyone uses? Like temperament or temper? Like it's always pretty consistent. There's a word for that.
Where's this guy's federal holiday?
What's the word for that? Consistent.
Yeah, he doesn't get a holiday.
No.
Well, how? I'm asking you questions that no one's gonna know the answer to.
Nope, I'm a book. Go ahead, encyclopedia.
Ask Jeeves.
When we had the ice age,
Go back Thursday.
Were we getting ice down into like glaciers into Michigan? Obviously, we were. We know that. But how far south did the glaciers go?
Yeah, you are asking questions that no one knows the answers to.
According to
I told you.
Day after tomorrow.
Maybe he walked across the
Kentucky.
ice.
A day after tomorrow.
To the Channel Islands. Maybe there was ice there.
That's what I'm wondering.
Nope.
He doesn't think so. He thinks it's consistent.
Tepid.
Well, did they find the boat? Did they find the boat
Tepid?
or no?
Tepid, maybe.
I think that's.
Did they find the boat or no?
No.
Well, there you go.
Was
there
it called
there you go. He walked.
Was it called the Charlotte?
Because when we ice fish, another cool thing.